My name is Shenley McGuire, and I am the Director of Brand Marketing for Field & Stream. I'd never been on a dove hunt before. I didn't know what to expect. I'm definitely more used to less active style of hunting. It's really a solo experience. But this was really great because you got to be social and hang out and shoot at the same birds. It's just so different when you're not concerned with things like scent, odor, and sprays. You can really just have a great time hanging out with a great group of people. With Field & Stream, we're about starting new traditions and sharing those traditions and passing them down. This trip, we had the great fortune to come to Argentina at Paco Riestras Ranch.
Growing up in central Minnesota, one of the very first things I was always doing was wing shooting. But honestly, I haven't been out wing shooting much at all since I was in high school, so I was pretty excited. And when we arrived here, well, his place is absolutely beautiful.
My name is Asís Riestra. My dad came from Spain to do some business, and he started to run this operation in 1994. Some of the few places in Argentina when you really can do the combo with ducks, pigeons, perdiz, and doves.
On the first day, we hunted dove. Second day, we hunted ducks. Third day, we hunted pigeons. The fourth day, we spent a half day hunting perdiz. It was just such a great experience because it's so diverse, but also the techniques are a little different. For dove hunting, the doves are just flying overhead, hundreds going a million miles an hour.
It never stopped. If you looked up in the sky at any given time, the whole sky was full of doves.
People tried to tell me before I got down here, you're gonna see so many, you're not even gonna know which way to shoot. I still was not prepared for what a dove hunt in Argentina was going to be like. On the second day, we had to throw the waders on and shoot ducks over water.
For me, it's nothing more incredible than shoot ducks in the marsh, where in the middle of the nothing, there is very few competition, made like you are in the paradise.
For our afternoon duck hunt, Asís wanted us to do kind of the traditional way they hunt duck. They actually have a horse pulling the boat along, and you ride in the boat.
I really enjoyed duck hunting. It was the first time I've ever done that. When we were hunting pigeon, we were in ground blinds, and they were flying much higher than the doves were.
Shenley and I were in the blind together. We were having a wonderful time, but it was definitely a lot harder shooting.
That took some getting used to, so every time I felt like I had gotten into a groove with whatever type of bird we were hunting, we had a different type of bird to hunt, and it was a completely different technique. Hunting perdiz, which was hunting on the ground with dogs, I was really excited about because I'd never hunted with dogs before.
We were watching the dog. A couple got up, got my first perdiz. It was cool to see the dogs work. It was fun to be out there. Both of us were right next to each other, side by side, and we ended up getting a nice variety of perdiz. Looking back, Argentina was not something I necessarily would have picked.
Traditionally, we wouldn't really have the opportunity to come down to South America and do a hunt like this.
But after being here and seeing all these birds, culture, the food,
I really feel like I got a full taste for what Argentina, beyond the hunting and beyond the landscape and the environment down here.
it is absolutely a trip I would come back on year after year.